welcome to another edition of the Destinations Podcast. I'm your host, Danielle Dean, and today we're here again with Patricia Rain. We're going to talk about her column in the winter edition of Cultures magazine, which you probably have in your hands right now. I'm really excited to hear what she has to say about beauty in wintertime. Hello, Patricia. How are you?
Hello, I'm well. Thank you for having me again.
And give the audience, they'll know in the caption and everything, but tell the audience a little more about what you do again.
Yes, so I am a 20-year beauty professional in the industry from nails, skincare, and makeup. And I have a luxury mobile spa where we do mobile pampering for clients in their home, office, or hotel.
Fantastic.
And so why I love this conversation, because one of the things that we learned in beauty school is the history of beauty and how those things evolved in different places and why people did certain things or whatnot. So
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. Are you going to touch on that when you talk about winter?
yes,
Okay.
well, because in different parts of the world, people do different things based on the season. They wear certain colors, and certain things might be influenced by cultural influences. So I would like to tie that into how that has influenced us, on a global standpoint, and we rarely talk about it.
All right. Well, let's dig in. So what's different about winter?
So winter, the climate changes, right? And in terms of there's darkness, longer periods that affects your mood, and it affects a lot of things internally, and people don't realize how that might attribute to, like, you looking more tired or fatigued if you're not staying on top of your water and things of that nature. So what I would like to talk about in the winter conversation is how we tie that into how we tie that into our everyday, because oftentimes people don't break up their routines based on seasons. They just do things year round. And
Okay, so what should you do differently in your beauty routine in the wintertime?
Well,
I mean, we know water. I mean, especially, it's interesting because cold weather and the wind and that kind of thing, you have to take care of your skin differently, your hair differently, and your nails and all that as well. So is that the basis of it, or is there more to it?
Well, there's more to it because, again, it's depending upon where you live. Okay. And so, but we do know the weather changes in the winter. Your skin is more dry. Your hair might be more brittle. So you have to pay attention to what your hair is missing, what your skin is missing during those times. Okay. So, we get lighter in the winter because you don't have as much sunlight. So the products that you use in the summer, what you do in the spring, you won't do as much. For example, exfoliation. You don't exfoliate as much in the winter.
Really?
Yeah. That's more.
You're not supposed to, or we don't?
We're not supposed to. But again, people will kind of make it a one size. Exactly. Exactly. She proves my point. Exhibit A. So I want to break that up for people so that they can start to pay attention to what things may be missing in that.
So why do you exfoliate less?
Well, again, exfoliation is to get rid of the dry skin, right? And so
It's
in the
not
winter,
the dead skin, only dry skin?
the dead skin.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So if you think about it, in the winter, your skin is more sensitive. So you can over exfoliate, which can cause irritation to the skin.
Okay. So in a place, you talk about the location too. So a place like Florida, where you're based, there's only 2 seasons, right?
Hot and hotter.
Hot and hotter. This is why I do not live there. So is there a winter type season there that you pay attention to?
So yes and no. Because what happens in Florida is we have little pockets of cold where it's cold in the morning. And so, I'm sure you've done this where you maybe were out all day. And so you had your morning makeup, your day makeup, and then maybe you just kind of added certain things to that element for the evening. So think about it in that instance for like in Florida.
I told you I only do a couple of things and that stays on all day. If it comes off, that's it.
Yeah.
Then the night makeup is no makeup.
So we don't have a real winter. So it's really hard to do that in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you talk about the different places and the different climates, There's places that have 2 seasons. Is there anyone? No, I don't think there's anywhere that has a 1 season. Like in Costa Rica, the winter is the rainy season, right? And it rains like crazy. And compared to the warm part or to summer, it's very cold. It's the part that I like. Well, not too cold. I mean, I don't. It'd be interesting to see what it's like in Iceland or whatever. But in a climate like that, when you talk about 2 seasons, that's where you still exfoliate, or do you change in that instance as well?
So that's a really great question. So you could exfoliate more than someone that lives in a actually colder climate, but again, you still can over exfoliate. So you would, in a sense, do it. Like, for example, some people might exfoliate, let's say, like 4 times a week.
Okay.
Right? Which is pretty consistent if
Are
someone
we
is
talking
doing
face or body?
both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Even though most people usually don't exfoliate their own body, their entire body, which you should, because your skin will feel amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Getting that, it just feels amazing.
No, I exfoliate with every shower. Every single shower.
Aromatherapy.
Yes. In the shower, I have a shower balm, that lavender shower balm, that makes sure that you're calm for the day.
Now, do you do this more in the winter, or do you find that there's a specific time that you do this more?
You're right. I do it more in the winter. Is there a reason for that?
Well, I think that it's you get in this state of like wanting to feel cozy, this warmth.
Yeah.
And there's just something about a nice, great smelling aroma that has your skin feeling soft, and you could just get in this state of relaxing, which again, I feel like we don't get to do in Florida.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think we're just spoiled.
Because it's hot?
Probably.
But wait a second. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to like have a shower. I forget what they're called. Shower tablet.
And to get that. Oh, so you're saying just a shower tablet. I thought you were referencing bathtub,
Oh, no. That's
your
fantastic
wine.
too. And I do that. No wine for me. I'll be drinking water. I have some right here. However, I'll take a bath in the middle of summer. Actually, summer baths are almost better than winter baths.
Because you can do nice, cool baths.
Oh, no. Hot baths.
In the summer?
Yes.
There's really great benefits to cold, like ice baths.
Yes, of course. So as an athlete, we had to take ice baths all the time whenever you were injured or whatever. And I know that it reduces inflammation as well. So if you're lifting or doing some really strenuous workout or whatever, then taking a cold shower instantly reduces that inflammation. So the DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness and all that, instantly gone if you turn your water to cold, right? But I am not one of those people. Even though I did it almost every day as an athlete. Literally had to sit in a tub of ice.
I am so surprised to hear that, considering how much you love the cold weather. I would think that the ice baths would kind of be like cherry on top.
I don't like freezing weather. I don't like either end of the degrees, okay?
Keep me in the middle.
But my body doesn't function really well in heat, right? You become more acclimatized. Like when I was living in Spain, Spain in the summer is like extra. It's just extra, okay? But you learn how to do it. On Instagram, I used to put out little reels showing people the little tricks I learned on how to survive in the summer, like. You hop from shade to shade to shade. So a tree would have a branch and there's a shadow. You'd be like, boop. And then you go to the side of the building and you could make it to where you're going without breaking a sweat. But literally you could be fine and then get in the sun for 10 seconds. It is like blazing hot, right? So that kind of heat, oppressive heat and humid heat are not my thing. So that's in Valencia. Whereas in Madrid, it's more like Colorado heat, which I was very acclimatized to, or Colorado weather, which was dry. So it had a similar type of heat, but it felt more like an oven. That dry heat, when you open the oven, you're baking a pie or something like that.
Have you been in Florida in the summer?
Yes. Do you think it's like that dry oven heat?
You think
It is
Colorado's
absolutely not.
worse than Florida?
No. That's what I'm saying. I liked Madrid heat. It was the dry heat. It's that humid heat that I can't handle.
I'm just like, no way.
So what are the tips in, well, okay, so winter. Florida doesn't have winter.
Yeah. We don't have winter. Obviously, you change your routine. Similar to, and I can imagine in colder places, you get a reminder that it's cold, right? And you need to switch out your winter self-care and wellness products versus what you use in the summer, right?
Oh my gosh, you're blowing my mind.
And so in Florida, in Florida, we have no indicator that it's a different season, right? So we just roll right into, unless you happen to be in the industry.
Unless you happen to be Donnie, you just roll right into the next season with the same products.
You're not lighter in the winter?
In terms of, skin-wise?
Yeah, skin-wise. You don't notice different things about your skin in the winter versus the summer?
Actually, my skin's better in winter. Yeah. I don't go out in the summer. I try to stay away from the sun. I put my face to get sun, and then I pull it back.
Right. You're like, this is my vitamin D for today. With a fan.
That's right. That's the other thing I learned in Spain. In Costa Rica, you carry your abanico, which is a hand fan. Yes. Oh, it's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
But
so
no,
I will be sharing tips, on ways to, enhance your self-care routine and wellness routine during the wintertime, according to cultural. Because I want to put in, what I will put in is like the cultural influences during those seasons and how they do different things.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I think that's great. All right. Well, we can add visuals of those cultural things in your overview.
Not wait. So I need all of you to tune in and look out for the beauty and wellness column in Cultures magazine, because I am so inspired on a level to talk about things that I believe that the audience will benefit from. So, and if there's anything in particular anyone wants to hear, please comment, share, send a DM or email, and we'll see how we can intertwine those conversations in the multicultural and wellness space.
I love it. All right. Well, looking forward to it. I can't wait to hear the cultural aspects that you're going to share. And we will be sharing those with you so you can continue to live in full color.